Alrighty, we're here at the Pocket of Boise, and this is Wayne. I'm
Hey,
Quentin, um, and we're going to be tasting some gins today.
yay.
I
Love
think
gin.
are these gins that might go on the menu
These
if
are gins
if we
that we
enjoy
have
them?
all the time.
Oh, okay. So they're gins that we have on the menu
Yes.
at the moment, and we're going to be tasting some of them and telling you what we think about them, and that's about it. So Lacey is getting us some gin right now, some chasers, and then we'll get right into it.
And I thought we only had three, but so apparently I'm going to be surprised to find out what the fourth one is. And I know we used to have Hendrix, but we don't have that. So we could have as many as five
I know we
if
have
we had that.
the only two that I know of are Tanqueray
And
and Sapphire.
Bombay Sapphire, yeah.
Can't think of the
Oh,
other
we
ones.
have Aviation.
Oh, that's
I
right.
knew that we had that. I don't know what the fourth one is.
And we both enjoy gin, so
A lot. Yes.
that's kind of why we're here doing this. Lacey does not enjoy gin, and she
Is allergic to
is rather
juniper.
allergic to it also. So
No big deal. It just causes her to be unable to breathe. So big deal.
big deal. Alrighty, so our first one.
Is Tanqueray, which everyone calls Tanqueray because the Q looks like a G.
Yeah, Tanqueray. This is in my opinion, the best bang for your buck gin that you can get. Kind of middle of the road, honestly, but a bottle of, of it is not very expensive. So this is what I normally buy if I'm getting gin for my household.
Yeah, and for me, it's like the low water mark that I would never drink anything cheaper than Tanqueray because why? I worked with a guy for a while who didn't like all of the flavors that were in gin, some of the more expensive gins, and he preferred Beefeater, which to me is a little odd, but we're all wired
We're
a
all
little different.
Yeah. Well,
And Aaron, if you're listening to this, sorry I had to throw you under the bus.
well, we didn't need to know it was Aaron.
I mean, there's a lot of Aarons in the world.
That's true. For me, I'll shoot well gin all day long.
Yes.
So.
And for me, I will never shoot gin.
At all.
Gin is a sipping
Well, that's
beverage for me.
I enjoy shooting gin. So.
Oh gosh, I can't even imagine.
Thank you. All right, so we got the
All right,
Tanqueray.
Tanqueray it is.
How's she smell?
I think that's one of my favorite things about gin is the aroma. I really like. I really like that.
Reminds me of the outdoors.
That juniper. And I know they always have other flavorings in them. I can never, yet anyway, smell anything but the juniper.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll change. Maybe my
once
nose
our
is
palates
not
get more
refined.
sophisticated.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Need to take it to the next level.
I've had a lot of good nights with gin, and I've had a lot of bad nights with gin. But it does like sometimes a bad night will turn me off of like a certain alcohol for a long time. But not with gin. I can like the next day I can just start drinking it again if I want.
I've noticed certain people when they drink quite a bit of gin, they get really friendly. Like it's like a friendly drink.
Yeah.
As opposed to whiskey or vodka
Whiskey.
that is like more inclined to make you less friendly.
I think I would.
There's something about it that
I think I've noticed something similar, and kind of like how like a wine drunk is very emotional.
Champagne.
And champagne, yeah. Champagne makes me extra sleepy. But this is good. What do you think?
It is good. I can taste the licorice. Now that, I mean, I didn't know there was licorice in it. I see our little tasting notes say juniper, coriander, angelica, and licorice. I don't know what an angelica is, so I don't know what to taste for.
She's from Rugrats.
Did she drink gin?
Oh, it's a root, Lacey says.
It's a root.
Yeah, I didn't know licorice was in gin either.
Yeah, I don't know what coriander tastes like. Oh, I guess I should. It's in like Blue Moon. It's one of the spices flavoring agents they put.
So this says the recipe is closely guarded, and these are the only four
the ones they know
botanicals that we know about. So it's a national secret, this Tanqueray.
I do know that dry gin means that there's a limited amount of other ingredients added. That other kinds of if it doesn't say dry gin, it can have a lot of other things in it, including sweeteners and other things. But dry means that it's mostly pure gin.
Okay.
This is in case you don't want to drink the whole thing
Oh,
of any of the taste.
okay. Spittoon, cuspidor, if you will.
Okay.
There's a name for that thing they use in wine, but I don't know what it's called. They don't call it a spit bucket because that just sounds not very refined. But
And we're refined here.
I mean, we're fine. I don't know about the refined. There's no need to do it again. We're fine enough the first time.
All right, so that'll do it for the Tanqueray. Should we put a
I want to think about
number on it?
I want to think about the. So I know when tasting beer, there's the aroma, there's the mouthfeel, the taste, and then there's the aftertaste. And it's a little bit similar with Scotch, not so much the mouthfeel, but the aroma, the taste, and then the aftertaste. And I was thinking about that with this. The aroma is just juniper only. The taste, while it's in my mouth, is almost flavorless. And then the aftertaste, all I can taste is licorice, which is very weird because I usually have avoided Tanqueray because it's sort of boring comparatively. Like there isn't much going on. I don't think I've ever had Tanqueray by itself.
But now you're kind of getting all the notes.
It's unusual. I wasn't expecting it to have any flavor because I had been bad mouthing it all these years.
Well,
I almost feel guilty. Sorry, Tanqueray.
I have always had an affinity for Tanqueray, so I just enjoy it. So I'm gonna. Should we rank all four of them, like at the end, or
Sure, yeah.
should we put a number on it now?
Like on a scale of one to on a scale of or how about how likely are you to recommend this to a friend?
Yeah. Okay. I would say very likely.
Yeah, and I would have to change my previous perspective and say that it actually has a good flavor instead of no flavor. So
Coming around over here.
thanks, Tanqueray. You made me a believer.
Alrighty. Next we have.
The general rank order of these is verifiably oldest to most modern interpretation of gin.
Oh really?
Oh, okay.
So Tanqueray is the oldest.
Tanqueray is again it's been around since 1830s. It's like the old style of gin making.
Okay.
Very few alterations made to the classic gin making process.
That's really good by itself. I've never had it by itself before, ever. That is fascinating.
That's funny. That's all I ever had.
Well, that's really odd.
Okay, so we're moving on to Bombay Sapphire. This is another London Dry. Thank you.
This has always been my favorite, just from the standpoint that it had so many flavor elements.
Yeah, well, there's 10 botanicals here.
Yeah, and they list them on the bottle. If you look down the sides of the bottle, there's like 5 on each side with little pictures.
They're not as safely guarded.
They probably
as
don't
Tanqueray.
care, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, and maybe there aren't anything more than the 4, but if you say that we have secret ingredients, then it makes
it's
you
a little
seem
more mystical.
Yeah, it makes you seem more.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. We got licorice, cassia, coriander, angelica. So that's kind of similar to the Tanqueray. Juniper, orris, whatever that is.
I have no idea.
Lemon, grains of paradise.
I've heard of that. I don't know what it tastes
Sounds
like.
amazing.
I mean, with a name like that, how could it be bad?
Yeah.
Really.
Cubeb
berries.
Never heard of that.
I mean, got some of those growing in my backyard. No.
And almonds.
Or if you're from the East Coast, almonds.
Almonds. Smells a lot more mellow than Tanqueray does.
It doesn't have the juniper punch that Tanqueray does. And I catch a little bit of the lemon.
Yeah. It smells really good,
Yeah, it really does.
and it's not like tweaking your face out. To me, it
And
tastes
I
a
can
lot.
taste the lemon when it's in my mouth.
Yeah, and there's almost a sweet aftertaste. Are you getting that?
Wow, there's a lot going on. I get a little sweet and I get some bitter. I have no idea. I don't taste the licorice at all, like I did with the Tanqueray. The licorice was really prominent in the Tanqueray.
I think this is, to me, my palate might just be all twisted, but to me, the aftertaste is kind of funny. It's really sweet, and while I'm drinking it, it just is like very pungent, like gasoline kind of pungent. So
Solvent.
I'm not getting much flavor out of this one, but that's just me.
It is really interesting.
Let me get another sip here.
There's stuff going on, but I don't know what it is. Maybe there's so many things going on. To me, this is always, I've always enjoyed this as an ingredient in a mixed drink because it seems like it adds a lot of interesting flavors when it's mixed with whatever.
Okay, well,
It seems a little harsher. I wonder if it has a higher alcohol content,
that's a good question.
or
Okay,
I don't know. It seems a little more biting than
Gin
the
was
Tanqueray.
90 proof. Do we know what this one is, Lacey?
Off the top of my head, I know.
Can you taste any almonds?
I'm trying to taste almonds.
I don't
Maybe
think I've ever
maybe
heard
it
that
tastes
sentence
just like cubeb berries.
Yeah.
If I
We
knew
just
what
don't
those
know.
were. I mean,
I'm getting hints of cubeb.
I don't know what they are either.
I don't know.
Okay.
I
But
mean,
it's 94 proof.
Oh, so
90,
this is a little
it is
more.
a little. Okay,
Yeah.
that might explain a
You
little
were
bit.
saying that when we were sipping the Tanqueray, you weren't getting much as you were sipping it. Are you getting something as you're sipping this? Or is it more of the aftertaste?
I'm tasting lemon while it's in my mouth.
Yeah. I think lemon is the main thing.
I know
It's
part
like
of
a
that.
sweet lemon.
Part of that comes from the fact that your actual taste receptors can only taste about 5 or 6 different flavors.
At a
And
time.
all the rest of the things that you think are flavor are actually come from your sense of smell.
Right.
They're related to aroma. So
You almost taste what you smell.
yes. Well, that's why they do the trick where they give you a ice cream cone with mashed potatoes on it.
Or your perception of the ice cream cone
yes.
makes you like almost think that it's ice cream, even though it's potatoes.
If you plug your nose, it's hard to tell the difference right away.
The mind is a crazy thing.
Mind is a crazy thing.
Okay. What do you think overall on this?
No. I don't want to say I like the Tanqueray better, but I do.
But you almost do.
I do. Straight up, I would rather drink Tanqueray than Bombay. Straight up.
I agree, 100%. But maybe
It's
mixed.
unusual. Yeah, and that
Take
could
the
be
Bombay.
another. Maybe we'll do a second round of tasting of what goes better in a mixed drink containing gin.
Yeah. So I would.
That's really interesting.
If I'm recommending gin to my friends to drink straight, then I'm gonna say Tanqueray.
I have to agree for now. I don't know why. Sorry, Bombay.
So far, anyways.
I'm betraying you.
but it's not bad. I just personally I don't really like the sweet aftertaste. It kind of throws me off a little bit.
It's a really unusual aftertaste, and I don't even know what to describe it as.
The bed.
Mm. Is that how you pronounce that?
I really have no idea. Your guess is as good as
And do you know what a cubeb berry is?
No, I know it comes from Java.
Oh really?
Oh,
That gives you any
so it's a volcanic berry. Or is it a coffee berry?
Or is it a
like Java Indonesia.
Or is it
script berry?
or is it a poison berry?
I thought Wayne would laugh at that.
I mean, nice try.
Okay, that's gonna do it for Bombay.
Yeah, I don't like the aftertaste very much.
Oh, Wayne's pouring it
Yeah,
out.
no, I don't like.
Pepper. Like
Oh, really?
pepper.
Ah,
Okay, what do we got next?
do not like that by itself. I never even heard of that.
Fords. I've never heard of this.
What in the hell is
I'm
a
interested.
Fords? Have you
Whoa.
have you
Smells
drunk
like dish
have you
soap.
drunk a Ford lately?
It really does.
Like what? Dish soap? For first thing I thought you said fish soap. I'm like, what the hell is a fish soap?
I don't think it's a bad thing though. It smells clean.
Oh God.
Does it?
Is that the gin or is that the glass?
It just came out in the dishwasher. It does smell like dish soap.
Is that the glass or the
I really don't know.
wow.
I don't know how to know.
I think it's the
can't-
gin.
Because I can't
God, that
do it
smells
right.
awful. What did they do to it?
Okay, what do we got in here?
There's a grapefruit in there.
So this is 90 proof, just like the Tanqueray.
What the hell is Oris?
Iris root.
Oh,
Nine. They have
terrible.
one less botanical
Well,
than the
they
Bombay.
probably came around first and then Bombay one-upped them.
We gotta get 10.
Which article are you going to read?
But much of the same botanicals, except this one has grapefruit. The other one did not. Neither. Well, we don't know. Maybe Tanqueray did have grapefruit.
Dude.
But they're top secret.
Secret.
So,
Designed to be the perfect cocktail gin, according to them, apparently.
okay, so let's keep that in mind.
All right. Boy, that is weird. I tell you what.
Is this an expensive gin or not?
Particularly, I don't think
What's the proof,
90 proof.
Andy?
Whoa,
Man,
whoa, that's
I
weird.
would never put something that smelled like that in my mouth normally, but
I did not expect that. But there's no aftertaste. That's kind of amazing. Isn't it?
oh no, there's something going on. Wow,
Kind of like it.
it's almost spicy.
Yeah. What are?
Oh no, I'm catching the lemon and the bitter orange. I get that.
Yeah, for
The
sure.
orange is
There's like a blast of flavor for me when I sip it, like when it's on my tongue.
when it's on my tongue, I taste nothing. It's like I have
Really?
water in my mouth.
Weird.
I mean, it might be after the Bombay. Oh, I didn't do the.
I'm tasting a lot of flavors as it's on my tongue, and then as soon as I drink, like as it goes down my esophagus, it's gone.
It smells terrible.
It does.
God,
It really smells like soap.
it just smells like just nasty. Wow, that is weird.
But I'm actually enjoying the taste of it. Orange bitters for sure.
I do taste the bitter
Maybe
now
taste the
when I think
grapefruit.
about it. Orange is the first
Yeah,
aftertaste.
I think orange is the big one on this. And I can see how this would be really good in a cocktail.
because of the orange
Yeah.
and the lemon, the grapefruit, the citrus
Yeah.
bits. And it would be really mellow. It wouldn't interfere
No.
with your other flavors.
No, I agree. I'm actually I'm
Wow,
happy we tried
I don't
this
have to
because-
smell it.
Yeah, just don't smell it.
Wow, because it's, man, I'm trying to make it smell not nasty, but
Not working.
It really is awful to smell. They really need to work on that.
Maybe what they gain in taste, they lose in smell.
Maybe so. That is very weird. Oh, it's bad. It
The more I
almost
smell it,
smells
the more
like a vodka.
Yeah,
It's like a rubbing alcohol smell.
like I
And
think
that's
clean.
one of the reasons I hate vodka is I can never get away from that
Yeah.
nasty rubbing alcohol. Why are you even drinking this sort of thing?
Well,
Yeah, all right then.
what's the verdict?
Uh,
I was pleasantly surprised.
the flavor's really mellow,
Yeah.
not offensive at all. The
Very
the
orangey.
orange is very prominent, which is odd for a gin.
But it would be good in a drink, I
It
think.
would. We thought maybe we need to do a second round of gin tasting that's for particular mixed drinks containing gin, because I think that the result could be very different
Yeah.
than how they taste
Well, I think
individually.
that's reasonably our second round of tasting videos is
Drinks.
Mixed,
cocktails.
yeah, cocktails.
Okay,
Well,
well,
and using the same cocktail and having different
yeah.
whatever,
That's a good
the
idea.
change the liquor.
Pick one or two cocktails that contain that spirit and try a few different. Yeah.
Okay, so um,
I really like it,
so do I.
except for the
Just
aroma. And
I
so
would
if I was
recommend it to your friend.
if I was gonna recommend it to a friend, I would say don't smell it, or you probably are not gonna enjoy it. It really is hideous. The smell.
It's like a
would you like to smell and see what we're involved with?
I mean, it just smells like vodka.
That's exactly.
the way you
Exactly.
said.
I mean,
And
I hate vodka,
smells
so
like doo-doo.
vodka smells like rubbing alcohol to me. So
I like vodka,
Yeah.
so that's
Okay.
not inherently a horrible
Well,
smell to me.
to me,
It
if
does a little bit
if
smell
your
like
gin
a-
smells like vodka, there's a problem.
There's a problem.
So
Sure.
But we can't really say there's a problem because we like the way it tastes.
I do really like
So.
the flavor. I really like the orange component.
There's a slight problem. But I enjoy it, and I'm happy that I now know about Fords because I didn't before.
Where does it come from?
Where does it
Where's
go?
Ford's?
That come from Hampshire. No, it's
Henry
London.
Ford, I think,
Yeah.
invented
London.
it.
Yeah, it was
Huh.
they source the water from Scotland. Well, it's the original house.
Alrighty, on to the next.
Wow. I'm very confused about that one because of
Someone's gonna
how.
have to shoot this at the end.
I mean, probably whoever loses.
What?
I think it's Tony again.
Oh.
She got the same thing for our vodka.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Well,
Two of them
did you
flavors.
say six or sick? Never mind.
Okay, we got aviation coming up. Aviation American. Is there a British version or something?
Nope.
It's an American gin.
style gin.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not a London Dry.
It is not a
Ryan Reynolds
Interesting. Oh, really?
Yeah. co-owns
Wow.
Aviation Gin.
I didn't know that. We got 7 botanicals.
I watched a movie recently that had Ryan Reynolds in it, and in one of the scenes,
They're drinking aviation.
you can see the aviation bottle on the table, and they're actually pouring it and drinking it while they're engaging in the dialogue.
What movie was that?
I'll let you know. It's the one with
R.I.P. Tom Petty.
it's a recent movie. It's a Netflix original series, not series, but original.
Red Notice.
It was Red Notice.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Anyway, there's one scene where it's the typical trying to get the treasure kind of movie, and he kind of gets the treasure and goes to some remote location and has this fancy house, and he comes into the house and he's all whatever, and he pours and then all of a sudden all the good guys like come into the house, and he's like, "How the hell
To
did
all
you
just
find me?"
drink aviation.
And they're all just, and you can see it never shows the label, but you see the bottle, which has a very distinctive shape, and then they're all drinking it, and there's kind of an interesting product placement moment. But,
Well, here's
all right.
to Red Notice.
Here's to Red Notice and Ryan Reynolds in all his glory. Well, it does not smell like vodka, so
Doesn't smell
I
like-
am so happy
Yeah.
to move past that. That
What's
was
the proof on this
unpleasant.
one?
A little
84.
lighter.
So we're under the Tanqueray mark. Whoa. That's different.
I figured with the cardamom and the sarsaparilla, that's already gonna be weird.
Aftertaste a little bitter. Little bit blue. But I kind of like the taste.
Mm.
It's very like take this straight out of your garden. Like if you juiced your garden.
Oh, it's real spicy. It's got the spices.
Yeah.
The cardamom, the coriander, you can feel the aniseed, which gives it that licorice sort of taste, but a little bitter. And I can get the sarsaparilla. Two kinds of orange peel, huh?
Two kinds of orange peel.
I don't taste the orange peel.
You're right, it is spicy.
The spice is kind of pleasant.
Yeah, I like it.
I
Smells
don't
good.
taste the lavender
Tastes good.
either.
Wow. That's
I
tasty.
didn't have this by itself either. I never have drunk gin by itself much. I just thought it would be boring. It's not boring.
This one is extra not boring. I can taste the licorice taste as I breathe
All
out of
those
my nose.
spices are fascinating. I mean, it only has 7 botanicals, so you can't get as excited as you would with 10.
Well,
or 9.
maybe Tanqueray has 20 botanicals.
Oh,
We may never
shoot.
know.
Only 4 known?
Yeah.
Dude.
4
Mind
known
blown.
in the known universe. I enjoy this a lot, actually. I think I might put this on the top.
Dude,
of our 4.
I had that same thought. It's the most interesting.
Yeah.
Honestly, the one I thought I was going to like the best has moved to the bottom of the list. It's weird as hell. At least for drinking it straight.
And that was the Bombay.
The Bombay.
Yeah.
Wow. This is like it's like a life-altering experience.
A revelation.
Yeah. I want a revelation.
Cheers to a revelation.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It has nothing nothing offensive
Nothing's
happening.
harsh. Yeah.
The smell is very subtle. The taste is really balanced. The
Yeah, it moves
aftertaste
like through your whole mouth.
just has little subtle flavors moving around. It's just dumb how good that is.
Ryan Reynolds, you've done it again.
Thanks, Ryan. Now you give us another reason to love you. And not just because of
Your good looks and
the
your charm.
whatever what's his mobile company? Mint Mobile. The
I love
commercials
Mint
he does with his mom.
I've never heard of Mint Mobile.
He does these commercials. One of them is he asks some question. He's like, I asked our legal department about, you know, if these other places could get in trouble because of how they do the change of something the contract, and they said to me, and then he just like rattles off these expletives that have to be beeped at. Are you out of your effing mind? And so rather than continuing to ask that question, we're just gonna cut our prices in half, and we'll just call that good. There's another good Ryan Reynolds movie, by the way. If you're interested in a little bit sappy Ryan Reynolds movie.
I love sap.
Associated with time travel.
Oh.
It has Ryan Reynolds. It has Jennifer Garner. It has
Is that the movie where the lady crashes in the beginning?
no,
Oh.
no, but there's a kid involved.
She didn't crash her car in the beginning, and then Ryan Reynolds like comes back.
No, no. This opens with him stealing a spaceship and getting shot at.
Okay, yeah, I missed that one.
And anyway, it's about time travel, and he goes back in time, and majority of the whatever the plot takes place with him and his 11-year-old younger self.
Okay, so that's definitely the movie I'm thinking of.
Is it?
The lady crashes in the beginning, and her top comes off, and Ryan Reynolds, the kid, goes and sees, and he has like her poster on the wall, and then Ryan Reynolds shows up. Yeah.
No, I think you're making it up now.
No,
I think this is a dream you had rather than a movie you saw.
I swear. What's it called?
It's called, I don't know. The Atom Project.
Okay.
See, now you don't know what to do you? I think
They're-
I think you
the
just made up a
plots-
different
the
movie.
plots are eerily similar.
Well, I mean, you
These
know,
two
time
movies
travel does do a thing.
Okay, anyways.
Anyway,
This
back
is
to
good.
that.
This is amazing gin.
Oh, Mark Ruffalo plays his dad
Mm.
in the movie. It has a couple of moments where Heather had to have a box of Kleenex,
Really?
and I just had to have a single tissue, but she had to have the whole box.
Just had to put that out there.
Yeah, I did.
I only needed one tissue.
Yeah, I mean, I limit myself to one tissue and one glass of gin. Bring it full circle. I limit myself to 7 botanicals now, since the ones with 9 and 10 are not as good.
Well, that was good. I'm gonna say the aviation was my favorite.
I have to agree. If I'm putting them in order now, aviation has to be number 1.
Yeah. I would actually put, for me, I would put Fords at number 2.
If it wasn't for the aroma, man, that smell is something else.
Would you put Tanqueray in front of Fords?
They're fighting for place. This had a better flavor. I like the orange flavor. And then Bombay's got to go back down to some other place. I don't know.
Yeah, so we got aviation
Wow.
number 1, Ford's number 2.
See, and the aviation is number 1 because of being all around, like the like has a
Smells
pleasant
good,
aroma,
Tastes
has a
good.
good taste. The aftertaste
Good
is pleasant. There's
aftertaste.
nothing harsh
Yeah.
or offensive about it. Ford's, I don't know what they did with the absence
Smell.
of whatever.
But the
aroma's
taste was
nasty
really
shit.
good. So
The taste
and
is really good.
they were designed to be the perfect
Yeah, see, that makes me want to do that second round,
Yeah.
so we'll get to that, I guess. Tanqueray, I really like.
Classic
I really
Tanqueray.
like sipping. That was really good.
Maybe some Tanqueray on the rocks.
See, I've never been a rocks guy. That's this.
I've
There
never
we
had
go.
gin
There's
on the
another
rocks.
tasting session.
Yeah. And then, unfortunately, Bombay Sapphire, bottom
Dude,
of the list.
I think the cubeb berries is probably what killed it.
There's really, yeah,
That's what I'm feeling.
something off about the Cubeb berries.
Maybe the grains of paradise. Isn't there a song about that? Grains of paradise. No, that was a different song.
I think they got that mixed up with something.
I think maybe the grains of paradise sucked up all the flavor and kept it for itself. I don't know.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a changed man. Of course, I never did drink gin straight before, so maybe I'm changed in so many ways. I
Yeah,
don't
I
even
think
know how to describe it.
I'm a changed man too. If aviation is at a similar price point
Oh,
as
it's
Tanqueray.
very inexpensive,
Is it?
relatively speaking.
Okay,
Yeah.
beautiful. I'll be buying that next time.
I think of the 4 of them, Bombay is probably the most expensive.
And it's the worst.
It's the least flavorful for sure. I mean, it's not offensive. It's almost boring. It's like sitting there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's no Ford.
I drink
it's
it.
not
Someone bought me a shot of that.
jamming rubbing alcohol up your nose, so that's cool. But yeah,
Paying for the brand name. With Bombay.
Yeah.
most likely. I mean, and the cute little pictures of the botanicals down the side of the bottle. I mean,
Yeah.
how can you go wrong? And
Well, that's how
sapphire.
they get you.
It's a beautiful bottle,
And that's a beautiful word, sapphire.
and it mixes well with Red Bull.
What doesn't mix well with Red Bull when you're Wayne?
Someone asked me that. Is there anything you don't put Red Bull in?
I asked you that. he said Coors Light with Red Bull.
No. Ultra.
Oh.
Coors Light is not a beverage.
All right.
I drink Michelob Ultra for sentimental reasons. My dad and I, that was the only beverage we have ever agreed on in our entire lifetime.
Really?
He liked, let's just say, very inexpensive things, and
Piss beer.
things like Bohemian and Rhinelander.
I don't know what that is.
See, yes. He drew his line at generic beer. He did not like generic beer.
What, like Bud Light? Or...
No. It was in a white can, and it said generic beer. There was no brand name on the label. Generic beer.
So generic was the brand.
It was the absence of a brand. Yes. Anyway, we'll get some. We'll have another tasting on really cheap beer someday.
I would love
And we'll
that.
get Bohemian
Put me
and
in
Rhinelander.
And we have to have a Rainier.
I mean, Rainier is sort of highbrow for this tasting, but yeah.
It's only $2.50 here.
I mean, it's not about cost. It's about value.
Yeah.
Hey, isn't that still $2? Isn't there still a poster on the wall?
A Rainier poster?
Yeah, we had a Rainier poster on the wall back by the clock for like 3 decades.
We used to.
It's not.
Okay.
But I think you guys should do that.
Oh
That'd
my
be
gosh.
awesome.
Vitamin
You should
R.
do like a $2 like Friday night. And then put like a F.
Maybe that's the
Rainier
wrong
R.
crowd. Maybe we should do a $2 Wednesday afternoon.
Maybe. Yeah. Just some Rainier deal. That'd be awesome.
Yes.
Anyways, I think that's
we
gonna
may
wrap
be
it up.
off topic.
Yeah.
All right.
So
So come down and get any of the 4 different kinds of gin we have. Some of them will be amazing, and some of them it will be amazing how bad they are. And either way, you'll be amazed.
But the other thing is, like Wayne said earlier, we all have different taste buds. So
Yes. I mean, I have my own taste
You might be
buds.
a big fan of our number 4 on the list.
You might.
So,
And
there's only one way to find out.
you know, like that old country song. If I can't be your number 1, then number 2 on you.
Or number 3 or 4. Thank you for watching.
Tune into this channel for more questionably competent and marginally ridiculous tasting sessions.
Beautifully said. Thank you.